What is up, everybody? I hope all is well. And shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs for, of course, obviously winning the Super Bowl back to back. You guys have Patrick Mahomes. That's really a cheat code in real life. It's like, God, Lee, are you serious? We just got done with Brady. Now we got to deal with y'all. But, anyways, we're here to talk about the draft and what Andy Reid's got cooking up with Pat Mahomes and the boys. And I really have to say this. This is we're going to exclude all offseason acquisitions as well and trades. We're just only going to talk about the draft and this here for the grade. But I will say this. Looking at these picks, you guys really did a decent job in this draft. And even I'll add more to this as well. I will say this. I think you all are creating not only a dynasty, but a legacy in Kansas City is being born. Something that the Patriots couldn't do. I think you guys have gone with 4. And in the comments, y'all can let me know. I think it's 4 times you guys have won. I know y'all beat my Texans. Yeah, y'all beat my Texans in 2019. And that year y'all won a Super Bowl. Don't even want to get into that. Oh my gosh. Just that whole. Let me pause this video real quick because, man, I gotta. Okay, I'm back. What I'm saying is you guys really know how to dominate in a franchise, and you're doing a dang good job right now. I will give y'all that. Let's dive into these picks, shall we? So first things first, this is where we kind of defer only because there was so many other receivers on the board. Xavier Leggett, Adonai Mitchell, Troy Franklin, and he didn't even go until like the later rounds, which was surprising to me. Braden Rice, which he didn't go until later rounds too as well. But I will say this. You guys got Xavier Worthy. I know what you're trying to do. You're looking for speed. Obviously, the replacement to Tyreek Hill, which is not a bad idea because Andy Reid knows how to make things work like that. But I will say your second pick, Kingsley. I ain't even gonna try. I ain't even gonna try to say that last name. I'm just gonna say the first name, Kingsley, and I'm black, and I know this African right here. But anyways, the kid from BYU, Kingsley. I would just say this, man. That boy they say he's a project tackle, but I really like how gritty he is on that offensive line. And I'm gonna say this straight up. Dude can block, sit him down, throw him down, move him out the way. You really want to see a game where he really kind of excelled. It's against Arkansas. And I know a lot of people really didn't want to talk about that game because they want to talk about the Utah game, how the defense was against Jonah Ellis. I don't care about that because the Arkansas game, no one the quarterback did not get touched on that side. It's like that whole defensive line did not exist. I really like this. Now, here's another steal right here. I really like. Let's talk about Xavier Worthy. Jared Wiley out of the University of TCU. You mean the replacement for Travis Kelce, who was finna be fire as AF right now in the league because this dude, not only is he exciting, not only is he fun to watch, but I will say this. He's got that speed where once he's in open field, that man a problem. I ain't tackling him. You know what I mean? Like Kelsey's got that. He can catch and get an open space, but he can get lifted now. Don't get it twisted. Jared Wiley's a type, well, he can do so much that it's not just blocking. It's more of how special this player is. And his comp to me is Belvin Jordan. And a lot of people probably don't know who Belvin Jordan is if you're watching this channel. He's the Texans' second backup tight end who is undersized at tight end. He's like 6'3", 6'3 and a half, but has great upper body strength, knows how to block, has good explosion, great acceleration, stuff like that. So that's where I see that comparison where in that offense that Andy Reid has, oh man, it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch. Jared Hicks out of Washington State, solid corner. Solid, obviously, with the acquisition of Snead going another direction, I understand, I get that. But, getting Hicks is not that bad. Offensive line, Hunter Norzard, he's going to be decent as well for you guys. Quarterback Kamal Hayden out of Tennessee. He's also another hard-nosed corner too as well. And, of course, another offensive lineman out of Holy Cross, J.C. Hansen. I really don't know much about him. I didn't see a lot of tape on him when I looked up that player and the video when I was thinking about him. So I didn't see a lot of him. So is undefined. So he's a bit of a scratch. So I kind of will just give that to them. And he was a 7th round pick. So it kind of sucks, but I'm being real with you guys. I don't know much about this guy. Being very honest. I have to see what I need to see. I didn't even see anything in the Senior Bowl about him, so I don't really know what it is that he can do, but Andy Reid, I have to trust it. All right, let's break it down, right? So the Chiefs' needs were receiver, corner, defensive line, and then it was, to me, was tight end. To me, it was tight end. I don't think that's what they put on ESPN, but to me, I put tight end in there. So we're going to go receiver, corner, defensive line, and tight end. They address corner, they address receiver, and they address defensive. They address tight end. Defensive line, they did not address. I understand they have Chris Jones, who's right now, arguably, you could say the best defensive lineman in the game right now. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that because Aaron Donald is retired. But even when Aaron Donald was there last year, Chris Jones has proven that he can be the best defensive lineman in the league, and he's done that. So I got to give credit where credit is due. So I can understand that they weren't really, I guess, trying to. And of course, I love George Karlaftis. I really wanted George Karlaftis when he came out, but we ended up getting Kenyon Green for the Texans. You guys don't even know who that is. But George Karlaftis is a great pick too as well. So was a great pick as well. He's kind of come into the light well as very well as too. So really, the defensive line, I'm not too mad about because you guys kind of taking care of business with those picks in previous drafts. So I really am not too hurt about it. I will say receiver, outside of Xavier Worthy, I like Enoch Mitchell, Xavier Leggett, Troy Franklin, so on and so forth. There were so many receivers that fit y'all's scheme. I really have to see how you guys utilize Worthy. And I know speed kills. That's what's going to happen. I know you guys are going to try to turn him into a Tyreek Hill. It's just I don't see the frame that he has. Like Tyreek Hill has a frame where he can take hits. Xavier Worthy kind of looks like a really, really skinny basketball player. You know what I mean? One of those types. So knock on that one. But I will say you guys did take care of your corners. You did take care of offensive line. And you took care of your backup tight end who will probably potentially become the big guy in Kansas City, Jared Wiley, the second coming of Travis Kelce. So, and all else, I will say that you guys have gotten pretty much an A- from me. You didn't do too bad. The only knock I had was just a receiver choice, but you did get a fast receiver, and knowing Andy Reid, the package is going to come out of it, it's going to be pretty good. So I will give credit where credit is due. Kansas City. I sigh because I have a strange feeling that we might see you guys in the AFC Championship again next year. So, you know what I mean? But no, for real though, like you guys had a really great draft and you guys get all the needs that I thought you needed outside of D-line. But because I know what you guys had in store last year, you ain't really got to do too much. So, Kansas City fans, and of course, if you who watch my YouTube channel, let me know what you think in the comments. Always be safe and respectful there, and I do comment back. Peace.